brought to you by All-in-One Technology, and what we are going to do now is explain how we are going to write our first code, but we are going to explain first how to configure the hardware. So what do we need today? We need a breadboard. Just look away, you don't need this IC. What we need is a breadboard, an LED, this one. We need jumper wires, and we also need an Arduino Uno. Then we also need a USB connector to connect it to our laptop. Then we use our laptop to program it. So first thing is the Arduino Uno. The way we are going to connect our LED to this, we are going to be using the pin 13 of the Arduino Uno, and the pin 13 is this. This is our pin 13. So we are going to connect it to the positive of our LED. So this is what we are going to do. So we're going to connect it to the positive of our LED. So this is our LED. So we are connecting the second pin. This is the positive pin and this is the negative. We are connecting the negative, which is GND. We are connecting it direct to negative GND. What I mean by GND, we are connecting this GND pin to the Arduino Uno GND pin. You can see it. So we are connecting it to this pin. So what we just have to do, this connected to pin 13. So once we are done with this, what you just have to do is connect it like this. Then you connect your USB. Then you plug it in your laptop. What you just have to do is write the code as I explained in this tutorial. So like I said, never forget to subscribe to my channel, comment on the video, and also you can click the bell icon. And I also have one question for you. Tell us the power supply voltage that will be good for any microcontroller IC. It's just a question, so make sure you type in your answer in the comments, and then let me see what you have to tell me about the voltage and the best voltage for microcontroller ICs. So you can also check out my first video on the secrets about Arduino, the connection, how this IC is working with all these ports and all these components. It's just a video of like the secret inside the PCB, so you can always check it out in my videos. Just go to my channel, you see it there. So let's just move straight to our laptop and click up the code. Thank you. Good day everyone, and how are you doing today? You're welcome to our Arduino class 2, talking about our first code and how to write our first Arduino code. So our first Arduino code will be an LED blinking code. So I just want you, as a member of this group, Arduino coding group, I just ask for one favor from you. Make sure you click the subscribe button at the left of your video, and also smash the like button and the bell icon for you to see our new video immediately we launch the next tutorial, which is the third one, talking about using buttons to activate outputs. So if you've not watched our first tutorial talking about the explanation of how the board works, make sure you watch that. I'll keep the link below. So let's for now we'll first open our Arduino Uno IDE. So okay, it's loading. Now you can see our Arduino Uno IDE. So this is the code which I wrote for an LED blinking code. So first thing you need to know is that you need to select the Arduino Uno you are using. So for now, the Arduino Uno I'm using is Arduino Uno 3. So I'll go to this place and select Arduino Uno. Then make sure you select the ports, the COM port which is connected. Immediately you connect your Arduino Uno 3, it will immediately install the USB driver for you. So that's just all. Once you're done with all this, what you just have to do is go to the code. Now, explanation of how the code works. First thing is I created a variable and named it 13. The name of the variable is LED. So the pin 13 of your Arduino Uno, I named it LED. So you can name any other, give any other name to the name is in the form of a variable which stores the value 13 inside it. Anytime you refer LED, it is referring the pin 13 of your Arduino. So first thing is I gave it a name, pin 13 LED. Then void setup, this is where you set up your pins, whether you want it to be input or output, where you set your LCD displays. So this program runs only once, it doesn't run twice except you reset the Arduino Uno by clicking the reset button in the board. So what you just have to do is this program runs once. So first thing I did was I made the pin mode 13. Pin mode 13, if you can see, I named it LED. So instead of using 13 here, I used the name LED, which means me using the name LED means that it is still referring to this pin 13. So I wrote it pin mode bracket LED comma output, which is I'm making this pin an output pin LED, which is pin 13. So and first in your pin mode, you should write the pin in a small letter, then the mode, the M in a capital letter, then the mode. I don't know, this is crazy. It is always found in C code. If you are familiar with basics programming and assembly, you should have this knowledge. You should know that while writing in C, you have to make the first what is it called, the first alphabet. I think the first one should be made with capital letter, and why for the, you can see the same thing, the digital, you can see the small word, the first word is in small letter, on the second word you should first keep the first alphabet in capital letter. So what you just have to do is I wrote digital right, I made the LED equals to low, that is, I want that LED pin to always be 0 for the meantime. I want the LED pin, which is pin 13, I want it to be always 0, which is for the meantime, so it shouldn't be 1. So next thing, this is where our program constantly runs. It's a loop program, that is, when it runs the first line, the second line, the third line, the fourth line, it goes back to the first one again. So what I just did was digital right. You use digital right to make a pin either high or low, which is on or off, or you call it 5 volts or 0 volts. So I made it digital right, then bracket LED comma low. Then I waited. Delay, creating a delay is like this delay is in milliseconds, so I created a delay of 2000 milliseconds. Then digital write LED high. Now I'm making the pin 13 a 5 volt. Then now I want to delay that 5 volts for 2000 milliseconds, which is on the LED, and wait for 2000 milliseconds. Then it rolls back to the first beginning and switch off the LED again, and the same thing goes on inside this loop. So as our tutorial goes on, I'm going to give you the explanation of how to write code in a way that you don't want it to run a loop code. Maybe you want it to run one loop at once, then run the other program constantly. I will teach you how to do that in our coming tutorial. So now, if you have written exactly what I just did here, I will show you how the real code works in the real hardware connected. Like I've already uploaded the code to the hardware, so I will upload it again. What you just have to do is you can go to this place, upload, or you go to tools, sketch, then you go to sketch and click upload. Immediately you click upload, it's going to upload the code direct to your Arduino Uno connected through the USB port. So like I said, you need to set these Arduino Uno, the ports that the Arduino you are using, and also the COM port. So I will still give you a video on how to set up your Arduino with your IDE. Make sure you watch that. You can check it out in my video timelines. You will see everything you need there. So what I just have to do is upload the code. So you can see it is uploading the code. So you should see, watch here for any error, if there's any error while uploading the code. So okay, you can see program is already successful. It has already uploaded the code, and the total size is 2% of the memory size. So what I will do is I will take you to the camera so that you can see exactly how this code we just wrote works in the real life hardware. So make sure you also click the subscribe button like I asked of, so that you can see our next tutorial, and also comment and ask any question you want. We are going to answer it in 24 hours. So let's go right to the video and see what the hardware is doing. You can see the Arduino. You can see what we just did. We've already connected our Arduino. You can see the pin 13 of our Arduino. This is the pin 13. So we connected it via a jumper wire. This is the jumper wire. We connected to the positive of the LED, while the negative of the LED is the second jumper wire, which we connected to the negative part of our Arduino. If you can see, you will get the negative part of our Arduino, which is this place. If you watched from the beginning, you should see the configuration of this Arduino and the pins I'm connecting every output to. Watch my first tutorial on how I explained how this Arduino is connected, how every pin works, what are the output and input pin, the analog and the digital pins, and all explanation you need to know about this hardware. You need to watch my first tutorial on how everything works. So you've seen how it works. Now we are going to let's reduce the delay. let's reduce it to 1000 milliseconds, and let's see how the LED flashes, if it will flash faster. Okay, so we are going to change our delay to 1000 milliseconds. What you just need to do is go to the delay and change your 2 to 1, then go to the second one, change your 2 to 1. You can always play around with this delay to any kind of delay you want. So what we're just gonna do is go to Sketch, verify and compile. Let's watch what is going on here. Okay, everything went well. So we are just going to upload. Okay, so everything uploaded. So let's see in real life how the LED flashes fast. Okay, now you can see what is happening. You can see how the LED flashes. You can see, I think it's faster than the first one. Okay, let's decrease the delay again. Let's see how fast it will be. Let's decrease it to 500 milliseconds. So we are going to change the delay now to 500 milliseconds. So what we just have to do is change it to 500 milliseconds, and let's see how fast it goes this time. You just have to verify and compile. Then what we just have to do is upload. Okay, so it's already done. So let's go check it out. So you can see how faster the 500 milliseconds flashes. So that's just all you need to know about LED and blinking code. Our next tutorial will be on using buttons as inputs and LED as output. So we need to have an input and an output. So by the way, I thank you for watching till this moment, and I urge you to always subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up, and also always comment and click the bell icon.